Okay, so here I am playing Sector 41. There's not a lot to say. I mean, if you haven't been watching the playthrough, it's not going to make a lot of sense. We're just piddling along trying to collect these glirium or whatever coins, and utilizing the weird movement of the board to grab stuff. And I'm on the red player. I've got about an hour, so I'll play a little bit more and then head back. All right. So it's Red's turn. He has 2 ships. He has a glirium here. I don't have an easy way to move. This will bop me away. So if I'm moving from here, I would have to go this way. That's no good. So I'm going to move my ship over here. I think that gives me the best chances. I saw somebody else has put up a video on this, actually. No one had one way back, so, when I got the game. And I did indeed buy some stuff, and it came as a freebie in an auction. He has everything all tightly packed together so that you can do the sliding motions. I just don't think that that's useful. All right, so I'm going to... Shit, wait. No, I can't pick up stuff. Fuck. What does that egg do? That'll send me to a Stargate. I can't use that. Like, that doesn't really do me any good. Getting over there. This glirium is not helping me. I went out to it and it's not useful. I have a combat place, but, well, these guys aren't connected, but they're too far away. And that combat place isn't very helpful. Oh! Black hole destroys me. That's no fun. What happens if I fold space? Because I can't move. See, this is the problem. This is going to jump me into someplace stupid. Whereas this way does not. I'll pick up my glirium and I'll fly here. On my next move, I fly here, 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 here. I'm all set. Okay. And that didn't trigger anything. Green over here. I have no glirium, but I don't have my ships where I need them. I'm going to move a ship here to free up my ships, which doesn't trigger anything. I don't know if that's wise. I sure the hell don't want to move this, because that's where I want it. Yeller. Not a lot of options here. I'll move out, and I find another pile of glirium. That's cool. And that triggers my little ship. Not really feeling it anymore. I don't want to explore near other people. So I'll head this way for whatever it matters. Blue. Lots of glirium in hand. I grab one and I haul it home. Back to red. I gotta light my pipe. Know what red wants to do? They don't want to move anything. It's going to be hard to track what other people are up to, right? And what their possible moves are for grabbing glirium and everything. So if somebody really wanted to stop red, maybe they could have done something about it. But exploration seems more valuable than shifting things around, trying to mess with red's long-term plans. They're really not in a good shape anyhow. On to green. I got all these ships here. Oh, I could just move somebody here, grab that glirium back. But he could come flying back and just grab it back from me. And that's the problem. If I can't do something about that, he's in too good a shape. And I don't have anything I can easily do with that. I could shift over and start, moving. But that doesn't really help me. So I am going to move here. And I find one of these, little bullet hole. Spatial distortion. Turn over the closest unexplored tile. Okay. Let's do this one. It's another starbase. I get to move this thing. Shift them closer. Yellow. Hologlarium, man. Hologlarium. Just keep pulling it in. Now, likewise, I could have grabbed this with, I could have grabbed that with the nebula as well. But again, he would be in the same position where he could take it right back. I've got to grab Glirium from where, someone's not set up to just land on the nebula right away. These are nice little setups, and I could disrupt this one, but not really. It would just move it up to there. Okay, that was him. Blue, grab the Glirium, haul it home. Yellow and blue are running away with the game. There's bigger points here, but still, you're making a lot of bank. What does red want to do? Can't shoot anything. I don't see anything too exciting that I want to do over on any of these. Let's explore this space. Not great. I'll move this over here. And that's another nebula. That's kind of interesting. Doesn't really help. Like, you want that nebula to be in one of these places, not off in the middle of nowhere where you can steal the Glirium planet, but someone else can take it right back from you. So no real help for me. They're within 2. Don't want to shoot him. He's in an asteroid field. He'll die. Right? He's shielded. Wow. Shielding is really easy. Yeah. I don't know what continuous movement space is. Like, if I'm taking into account this, then I have to worry about what all these things do. Much easier is to just say, look, I got a continuous thing of stuff there. I'm shielded, which I think works better. So, yeah, he's shielded as far as I'm concerned. I think what they found were that the star bases were too potent. I don't know if they really are, but... I'm going to move my base here, and I'm going to explore this. Not a good place. Okay. That's an exploration. I'll shift down. Grab the Glirium. I mean, it just seems like the goal of the game. Well, it is the goal of the game, but it just seems like, just do it. Just do it. Why worry? Blue, similar situation. Grab that last one. Red. Well, and a move. No, I'm not. I'm going to push this. What the hell am I doing? To hell with you, dude. I don't know why I haven't done this before, except that I have trouble figuring stuff out. Is he connected? He is. I can't go in there. I can't attack him because he's connected. So I'll go here. That sends me here. What's the alien artifact? It's not terribly useful. Okay. Here's what I will do. What just happened? I moved into here and discovered this. Right? I moved into here. I go here. Now I got to keep going. I want to go. What I want to do is I want to get here. And I think I found a way. But I don't remember what it is. What's that thing? That's not going to help. I could go there, but again, I can't attack that because of shielding rolls. Shielding's kind of fucking annoying, isn't it? I guess it speeds up play. Oh, la 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 la. Okay. I can go here. I believe I can reverse course. Yeah, but that doesn't help. That doesn't help. Because then I can just keep doing that. What I want to do is I want to get here because this would shoot me up to there. But that's not going to happen. How did I get here? I don't know what the fuck happened. I shifted the planets. I can't go diagonally. I cheated, is what I did. After exposing this, I got to just leave it as it is. Okay. What is that swirly thing? Another tile in the same direction I was heading. I can't do that, so I will go up here and then down here, I guess, and I find some more glarium. Which isn't bad. It's not great, but it isn't bad. It's near me. Yeah. Okay. That was an exploration, so I get to move this. Whee! Still don't get why that's different. There's something else that allows you to go in any direction. I don't know. I don't remember. Green. Close enough I could shoot. Shielded. Presumably. Like, it depends on how you word this, right? When a player has a continuous movement path from their mothership to a tile containing a single one of their own explorers. Well, what is a continuous movement path? Okay. Would I have to be able to trace a legitimate movement without taking these things into account, without them like fucking with my movement? Or if I move to this space, do I have to follow the path? And then, you know, I have a continuous movement path through here, but then do I have one through whatever this is? And that's just going to be too complicated to calculate. I can't memorize all these tiles. It's too hard. You know? So where am I? I'm on green, I guess. Trying to figure out what the hell I want to do. And I don't have any fantastic options. I can push red around. I don't know what that does for me. I could steal a glarium space. This one is not easy for red to take anymore, because they don't have a piece there. And this one won't be easy for them to take later. So I'm going to grab this one and deprive yellow of that big pile. But more likely I'm depriving red of most of it. And that doesn't do anything. That doesn't trigger the Guardian. Yellow. Well, I've run out of money. I got this thing way over here. Can't go in here and steal that. I guess I'll explore. Found a spaceship generator. I get to move the ship. I don't really want to create stuff over here, so I'll send them there. Blue. Grab the Glary. Puts me over to red. Red would love to grab the Glarium. They can't. But I can move this closer. That would not help. Fuckies. If I push this up, that does not help. See, I can like go into here, bop, bop, bop. You know, I got all kind of bopping. Alien artifact hurls me in a following tile. Yeah, you know what? I move here. I grab the Glarium. I go here. This would keep hurling me diagonally, so there's no problem. No explored territories. And I'm close to this, which is awesome. Did I do that? Yeah, I did that. But I didn't just do that, which means yellow can grab it back. Ah, well. Okay. Green. Would love to grab the Glarium, so we have to move. And again, I'm not making any claims that this is optimal play or anything. We're gonna swap. We're gonna pull this this thingamabobber closer. I can grab any space I like. Don't really want to take that. Green's doing okay. This is too close to blue. I don't like that. I'm going to move here. I don't really like giving this up because this is not that valuable a space I just grabbed, but it also puts it close to red. I'm okay with that. I don't have many valuable spaces near me. Good enough. That puts me back to blue. Blue does not have much open to them. This is the peekaboo, right? Yeah. Which isn't much fun. I don't want to go near that particularly. That's a starport. I'm going to move here because I think it opens up the most options, although I'm not sure. And I find a big nasty something. What is that? That's a supernova. Jump in a straight line to the second tile in any direction, including diagonal of your choice. Well, we'll keep going. We got another one. I got a way home from the yummies, so I am going to grab... Yellow's my main competition. I don't really like giving them this because it gives them an option later. But I get to grab that Glarium and go home with it. So that's kind of cool. I discovered stuff, so we'll send this back. And you can see the Guardian's not really being very effective anymore because people keep moving it around in places where it's not finding anything, just as they fight over it. Red wants to grab the Galarium. No questions asked. Nothing funky I want to do, right? I don't want to shift my ship further away. Although it wouldn't hurt to grab this necessarily. That gives me all kind of neat options. So I could actually, yeah, let me push this. Okay, so I was here with the Galarium and now I can just move in. And that works fine. And I think I'm recording. Go to green. I guess. Yellow. Yellow's in a position where, first of all, green could have just killed a yellow ship. Well, 2 yellow ships. Not really. They could have knocked them back to here. No biggie. Okay, screw that. Nothing to see here. Are there 2 of these? Yeah, there's another one over there. That one's not very helpful to me. Not yet. It might be at some point. I guess no, we just did green. I'm on yellow. What is yellow up to? I don't really want to move next to a starbase, so I'll go here. And I find whatever the hell that is. And I don't know what that is. It's a little bullet hole thing. Is it this thing? You peer through the rift to a different part. Turn over the closest unexplored tile. Okay. Nope. We're almost out. We're down to 1 yellow, and then we start going to 2 and 3 point things, which is interesting. And I get to move the Guardian dude, who starts destroying things eventually. I don't really want him destroying stuff near me, do I? I don't know. I don't know. I can't tell. I'll just, I'll move him here. He's not doing much harm there, I guess. Okay. Puts me back to blue. Blue has the Galarium to grab. Goes home. Now, there may be people who can't win anymore. So he's got like 5, 4, 2, and 2. There's still enough points out there that anyone can win. We're getting close to the end, I think. Okay. And once all the Galarium's gone, you can just call the game too. I mean, once it's all been collected. Oh, so what is Red's ploy here? I have a red ship here that's not easy to get. I move to either of these, and I don't really go somewhere I want. What is this? An additional tile in the same direction that you were heading. That doesn't sound like fun. Gosh. I think I head this way. And I move this ship. I'm not thrilled by this, but at least I can get off that planet. Over here, grab the Galarium. It's just sort of my default, man. Steal what I can. It's shielded. I sure don't want to grab it from anywhere else. Where's that other base? It's over here. That's going to be hard for most people to get to. Red would need to rotate a tile or something to get it. But it's going to be a long walk for me too. Which isn't optimal. I want to keep control here. I do believe. Let's just stay where we are. Puts me on blue. Blue doesn't have a lot of pieces. They have these big blow-ups. Supernova, jump in a straight line tile of your choice. So I could fly out this way, but that doesn't do me shit. Don't want to play peekaboo particularly. Star bases feel like they're pretty damn unimpressive, don't they? Is there a blue ship dead or something? Basically. Okay, I found a barren planet. I bet you that's not worth anything. There's none in your phase end. Your explorer may not move on your next turn, and it should be laid down on its side to indicate it's so. Stand it up. Okay. Same symbolism as this was, but it just, it works fine for both. I gotta swap batteries, light a pipe, stuff like that. It looks like my battery's fresh, supposedly. I'm not sure I believe it. I guess I was there long enough or I was upstairs long enough that it was. Okay. Tricky moves, tricky moves. What do we want to do? This is the thing we'd like to steal, but we can just get in a war over it. Like, if we move into position, he can just shove things back, and now it's still close to him. So I don't know. However, this is not good. Which means I think our answer is to shift this column. I'll explore this space. And I get a bonus spaceship back. Well, that's not too bad. I also get to move the butthead. I don't know. I don't know that I want to or don't want him destroying stuff. That's kind of the problem. I think I kind of want him close to me still. I don't know. Can't make up my mind. Over here, I got 3 of these. I got nothing too exciting I can do by sliding. What does that shit do? Let's turn over closest unexplored. Let's move here and see what we get. Ew, we get egg salad. Egg salad's nasty because lost in the nebula. I need to get another explorer to help it find its way out. Not good. I get to move this. Okay. That means yellow. Yellow says, yummy glirium, but what the fuck is this? One additional tile in the same direction you were heading. Oh, well, that is just perfect. We'll just run there and grab this glirium. And that's kind of goofy because now red could take advantage of that, but they're not on column either, so I don't know. Oh, what's blue up to? Blue's not thrilled. I could like shift things down. That wouldn't be bad. All right, we'll do that. And so that allows me to flip this up by moving this ship there. And that's one of these bullet holes, which is peek somewhere. Turn over closest unexplored tile. That's going to be this one. Okay, that's not particularly great. My ship stands up. It's available now. I'm not really thrilled with what's around me at all, but I can keep chunking another explorable space in my way. At least there's that. What do I want to do with purple here? I don't know. Send him this way. Alright, I think I'm going to pause. I'm just not really feeling like playing all that much. And I may be coming close to my hour or whatever. I doubt it. I probably have spent 20 minutes playing. I don't know. I have no concept of time. All right, let's get a little bit more played. There are a lot more chips left, so at least there's that. We're on the red player. Not doing too well. Has to get lucky. But he's got a lot of empty space near him. So, there's opportunities there. In fact, it's kind of weird. So if you look, like yellow has got a decent amount of empty space over here as well, which he could actually shift closer to him. Actually, everybody has opportunities, and they may want to position themselves so they're closer to those opportunities. Let's see what red's up to, though. I think... All right, let's look for the nebulae, because those can be interesting. But see, there's a couple of chips here, but we'd be putting a nebula right on yellow, which doesn't really do us any good, right? Because he could then move back there. So that's not helpful. So... what happens if we move here? No harm in that. Actually, instead of moving there, we're close to that already. Let's shift this space instead. Now, do we want to search that space? Why not? We'll learn things. It's those aren't good. Stargate? I think so. I have trouble discerning. Immediately summon another explorer you have in play. Well, that's bloody useful. Let's escape this from there. I was planning on trying to get this guy, down to the nebula, but I got the nebula kind of close. So that's not a problem. I get to move this thing. I don't know. I really don't know, what value, whether I want to pop that thing around. It's, I don't know. I just don't. I don't have a very good clue. Okay, green. Green's got a trapped ship. That's not a terrible thing. I've got another ship that's kind of clogged. It's getting kind of ugly, isn't it? But I think my best move is to take a look at stuff. Ooh, what the hell is that? That's a pulsar. We have not seen one of them. The energy pulsar jumps your explorer to the second tile in the direction either of the blasts. If you're unable to jump to either of those, then end your phase on this tile. So I can go there, that's terrible. Or I can go off the map, I don't have an option. So I go to the terrible option. Not good. I get to move the ship. I'm going to actually move that here. I don't think that's bad. Another pulsar. Excellent. This could give me some nice movement back to my base, but yeah, whatever. Yeller. Yeller's got yummies. And I got yummies near me because this thing gives you an additional tile in the same direction. All good. Blue. Blue does not like what yellow's doing. I don't have a really great option. I'm going to shift my column and see what I find next to me. End of this, I'm going to see what it looks like to shift elsewhere. Oh, yeah, I wanted to move here. Okay, so I just found one of them bullets. Turn over the closest unexplored tile. 4 in that direction. 1, 2, 3, 4 in this direction. I can't get this one anytime easily, so we'll flip this one over. And that's not great stuff either. Jump in a straight line to a second tile in the direction of any of the diagonals. Okay. Sure. Oh, no, this is jump in a straight line to a second tile. No. Yeah, this just gives you another move in the same direction. In any direction, including diagonals. It's one of these, essentially. I don't think it is. Your explorer is able to harness the massive energy. Jump in a straight line to the second tile. So, you know what? I've been playing this wrong. When it says to the second tile, I read it as to a second tile. No. Actually, these should jump you 2 spaces away. And that's what the diagram kind of shows. Oops. Oh well. Shit happens, right? We'll play it by the rules from now on. 2 ships in one place, not great. 2 ships, 1 cup. But we can explore this. That lets me move right back. So I want to keep that there. I'm good. Boink, boink. Let's see what we find. We find a peekaboo. This allows me to look at any unexplored tile of my choice. Now, I don't know how I'm going to mark that I've looked at it, but is there anything interesting to me? There's this tile. I'll peek at that. That's not too interesting. Gives me some movement, might be nice, but I don't have to worry too much about it. I just searched for something, so I get to move this sucker. Move him down this way. Go to green. Green is locked everywhere. Good. Yellow. Got piles and piles of yummies. Yeah, yellow's running away with this. They're at 6. 2, 4. So there's still enough chips out there that even the losing players could still win. But back to blue. I'm going to rotate another one in. I am thinking about, and I can't remember if I said this. I know it was in my head. I'm thinking about trying to set this up and see how the sliding works, because it's really irritating to do it this way. But I thought the sliding would be hellacious, because you basically, the way they describe it, you have to, like, you know, you have to slide all kinds of chips around, but I'm having to make a lot of different slides here, but I really doubt that I'd be able to slide a whole column, well, a whole part of the tableau, a whole section of the tableau, enough that I can get that extra room, but maybe. Again, I get to explore a space. I find a spaceship generator. That's fine. I find this thing, and he's not really going anywhere I want him to, no matter what. Back to red. Red's got all kinds of good stuff near him. I peekabooed at that. I don't want to do anything about that. I think I'll shift here and move here. Lots of extra movement. I'll move up here. Yummies. That's 2. That gets me a blue, which is a 2-point thing. Next turn I can just zip right back if nothing special happens. What do I want to do with this? I'll move that there. Okay, now it's time to start thinking about those, not amoebas, but whatever the hell they are. It kind of reminds me of Space Amoeba, because it's space and there's all kind of colorful shit on the board. Ion Storm is the exchange thing. So, yellow's sitting on one. I could move there, grab it, get both of these, and then the Ion Storm would be within red's range, which doesn't do me a damn bit of good. So that's not useful. I got a lot of stuff here that's kind of cool. This is helpful next to me. Oh, this is right here. I'll grab my point. Not sure that's wise, because there's bigger points out there, but I'm guessing that there's enough planets to exactly count all the points. If I'm wrong about that, then things are a little different. But basically, you know, there's going to be 1 2-point planet somewhere. And if it's near me, it's near me. And if it's over here, it's over there. You know? If it's near me, I think I win. Okay. That puts me to blue. Blue does not like the world they're in. Not one bit. I could fold space. That would be interesting. That would get me near a bunch. See, I'm going to have a hard time getting up to those. So I think folding space again. Getting one of my ships. No, it's not going to be out there. I'll just be moving red closer to me. Yeah, I thought folding space would work the opposite of what it does, right? But it pushes, so I gain that, which is what I've been doing, but that just doesn't do me any good. Huh. What does this thing do again? That's 2 in any direction. Okay. Start grabbing this. That's no good. We don't want to do that. We go here. Go to there. It's not optimal, but nothing's optimal right now. Okay. That's blue. That was no searching. Red. Red's got the yummies. We grab the yummy and we go bump, bump, bump. And now I'm at 4, which isn't a bad score for, puts me in 3rd, but, whatever. Green. Green is still pinned everywhere except here. What does this shit do? This zaps me all over hell and creation. This is no good. That is a horrible piece. I will move. I do not find it. It's not that way. Well, what is this again? Oh. Jump back 2 tiles in a straight line in the direction. Oh, we don't want to do that, right? Oh no, we'll be coming from here. So 1, 2. Then we'll zap this way and we can discover that. Okay. So we went here, we continue here, we continue here. Now we jump back 2 in this direction. And, right? Jump back 2 tiles in a straight line in the direction you came from. And then the pulsar is going to send me either here, and pretty sure we don't want to go there. That would send us to a Stargate. The fuck does a Stargate look like? You absolutely need this in front of you at all times. If it weren't... like this looks like a Stargate to me. But a Stargate is a bullet hole, and that allows you to summon an explorer to you. It's the reddish bullet hole. It's this thing. We search around. Is there somewhere I can go? How many of them are there? There's just 2? I don't know. There's 3 of them. So I got 1, 2. The other one could be upside down. I think my plan is to go here. I find a barren planet that knocks me down. I don't really know if I want to explore a space. I kind of don't want to. I'm going this way. So I got ships over this way, but everybody's tied down, right? Okay. That puts it on yellow. Yellow has a yummy. I think I just collect my yummies. I think that's the best thing I can do. I'm not sure. It's a hard call. Blue. Blue did not go peekaboo. I'll shift to here and to here. All right, that could get me a ship or to hell. Okay, we go back there. Whoops. And that lets me move the thingy. Red. Red has lots of stuff near me. Grab a yummy. Green. Green's just fucked. Green moves this. Shift that. Do I want to do something with my ship? See, I don't want to... Yeah, I'm okay. Because I pull this down and shift up. I did things in the wrong order there, but so what? Oh, right? And I didn't explore anything, so I don't get to move the thing. I mean, the game presents this interesting, like, moving puzzle. I can see a certain pleasure to it. I just wish that there were like a plastic board that allowed sliding of these tokens would work a lot better, I think. My table would cause issues anyway, I'm pretty sure. All right, we're on yellow. Yellow has... If I find this, and I get those 2 tokens, I can haul them home. So let's go here. Doesn't work, but from here I can go home. Doesn't work, I hit that. I don't remember what those do. Are those spatial distortion? You peer through a rift to a different, turn over the closest unexplored tile of your choice. That's this. I find some garbage. I get to move this thing. I'll keep moving it towards me, I guess. Although, we're getting to the point where, like, it's getting kind of dangerous, maybe. I don't know. I really don't know. What's up with blue? Well, blue's over here. This has a long walk. Is that something I can summon people with? That might be cool, because it could rip somebody out of the walk. But, and I can't answer that question. Like, I have real trouble identifying things by colorful visuals. Is that a wormhole? No. And I mean, it's not that I don't, like, that I can't see the colors. That's a Stargate. So if I move into that, I could suck this guy out of where he is, or this guy, but that guy's not, I don't know. Neither one's doing anything great. So I could grab a guy out of here, or I could, oh, and this would go boom, 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 for whatever that's worth. I could explore this, and I think exploring this is the best. What do I want to do with my ship? I don't know. I can move my ship there. That gives me a chance to pull this, but I don't know. I don't think that's going to work. In we go. Okay, this goes bad places. We go back and get another ship. We explored a space. Bring that in. Red. Red takes their last yummy home. They're at 5. Which, again, that's not in bad shape. Not anymore. It's not great, but it's the same as blue is. Yellow is just way ahead. But that red one's worth 3, and 3, 6, 7 there, so I don't know. Green wants to push the line. Pushing the line does me a good thing, because it prevents blue from pushing it next. So I think, and we'll move here this time. Ooh, that goes all kinds of places we don't really necessarily want to go. This stuff we really don't want to go into. We want to go into that one, but yeah. We don't want to head on to this side of the board. There's nothing there. Which means I guess we go here, and then we go here. And we find the last space. Okay, so this is mighty. The red thing has just been discovered. That means we're now in the quickening. The Guardian has to move towards the closest unexplored tile. The closest unexplored tile is there. So we go there. But the game is kind of set up right now. Can anyone steal this? Yes. Are they going to be able to keep it? Maybe. Let's see who can steal it. Ruh-roh. Now, he's so excited about this. And the answer is yes, he can just steal it right back. That he doesn't really see that it's stuck there. But if they keep ping-ponging this back and forth, the Guardian is going to destroy the universe while I do it. Which, there's no chance of destroying the way that I'm reading shielding. So we're on the blue player. Well, these are the only 2 tokens left in the game. We're in the very end game here, but it's going to take a while, and I don't know what it's going to do. Yes, I do. I move here. So if I move here, so okay, this is interesting. So green can bop, take this back. Yellow can't take it back after that. But blue can. But then green can again. Yeah. Yaha. Okay, where's the other nebula? Or whatever the fuck this is. The other one's here. That's not going to help. I'm on blue's turn. Blue can steal the nebula. Oh, this is massive. I think blue just did something crazy in this game. Let me explain why. I may not have thought everything through though, so. Blue just stole this. Green does not come with it. Green is here now. They don't move automatically or anything like that. And in fact, if they were on an asteroid or whatever, they would be placed on the best location. Now I move here. I can attack these. They're not shielded because there's more than one ship there. They do just go here. But I'm shielded, so they can't go. So I'm going to be able to grab the blue chip, or the red chip, that's worth 3 victory points. Am I going to be able to get it home? I don't know. That was no exploration. We get to the red player. Well, the only thing left in the game is this. So now it's time to start thinking. We're not good at thinking, but that's what we need to do. We don't care what these other spaces are. So we go boom, boom, boom. Gets me here, not good enough. But I think that's the best I can do. Oh, that doesn't get me there. Boom, 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 boom. Gets me closer. It's all I can do. This thing still moves, and it'll move here. Okay, that's great. And now it's got a long walk before it starts finding other things. And until these spaces are discovered, it's not going to destroy anything. And there's no reason to discover them. There's no more chips left. That puts it to green. Green is not allowed to push this forward, because blue just did. Green is not allowed to attack this space. I guess I move there. Is there anything I want to do? No. If I stay here, I can steal that back, and that'll put me close to where I can maybe grab something. That puts me on yellow. Yellow is not allowed to attack that space. It's shielded right now. And this might be changing if this was destroying stuff, but as long as these are available, it's not destroying anything. Oh, this does move, though. I don't know if everybody moved it. Okay. Yellow. Can't shoot that, it's shielded. Even if I could. I could push this closer to blue. That doesn't really help me. Blue's got a long fucking walk home. That much I see. So, what does that mean? Where the fuck are those things? I mean, I could start trying to grab this, but as it stands, blue goes, green is not going to be able to get there easily. And so I'm going to be able to steal the last one, which may just win me the game. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yellow gets to win the game if blue takes one of those chits. So I think I'm not unhappy with the way the world is. Which means, what do I do? What's this shit? Oh, no. That's a 2-space jump now. What I want to get to... Let's just go here. What I want to get to is this nebula, and then I swap it with something near yellow. I don't know how much that does, but I might be able to steal the blue piece or wherever the blue ship is and steal his, because he's going to have the red token with him. And we might be able to juggle that around. I doubt that that's of any importance, though, at this point. Red. Red is trying to figure out I move this here. What the hell is this thing? Oh god, this is like the chess move piece. Okay. And the supernova sends you 2, or whatever the hell it is. I don't know what the fuck it is. I can't find the symbol ever. The pulsar sends you 2. So what happens if I go here? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Sure. And people haven't been moving. Yellow moved this. Blue moved. Blue didn't move. What the hell am I doing? Okay, yellow just moved. Why didn't blue move? Let's get back where we were. This was boink, 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 boink. I think here. Okay. Blue got skipped. That's the problem. And blue has a complicated move in play. I don't know what blue wants to do. Like, I know I want to take this and I want to move somewhere, but that somewhere is not easy to discover. All right, I gotta think and I gotta swap batteries. Okay, I don't have a good answer with blue. I'm gonna shift this down here. I'm gonna grab the red thing. What does this bullet do? Oh, what the fuck that does. I could turn over an unexplored tile. That sounds dangerous. I guess I just move here. That gets me in range of these, sort of. But they don't really do what I want. They're going to fling me all kind of stupid places. So I've got a long walk. What does that long walk do? Well, I can't just shift over and kill blue, because there's only one piece there. He's shielded, by the way I understand it. And this thing gets to move, and it'll just keep heading on its merry way. Not having a lot of effect on the game. It's flipped over some tiles. It's not going to destroy anything before the game is over. Puts me to red. I think red is just fucked. Red is not just fucked. That's not the way it goes. I steal the piece, and these slide up. And yellow's not allowed to do that right away. More than that, I can grab this. So that means yellow's got to fight for this. I can't do anything, like I can't bop here, and then shoot that because that's shielded. I'm beginning to see why they put the shielding roll in, because honestly, if you could shoot things, I think this game might not end. Or this thing would end up destroying the end game situation. Did this thing move? I don't think so. Okay. Green. Where the fuck are the nebulae? One here, one there. Not gonna work. Gonna work. I grab a nebulae. Oh, people are not paying attention to each other. And I think it would be really hard. Like, I get the feeling that there's going to be a lot of silliness going on. Bump, bump. Which is the valuable one? It's the red one. We have stolen the red piece. Temporarily. We shall see. Remember, you can't just come out diagonally. So I don't have an easy path there. That was green's move, and this keeps moving. It's off to explore the rest of the galaxy, right? Yellow. Yellow has no good answer. Their stuff is over here. The nebula is over here. Oh, see, I could move here, except it's shielded, and I'm not allowed to. Where's the other nebula? The other nebula is over here. That doesn't look very easy to get to. If I could get to here, I would get there. I think I'm fucked. I do believe I'm fucked. I got no answer. I'll move here. Okay. This thing moves. Blue. Blue had their thing stolen. They've got no bounce arounds here. Okay. If I move here, it takes me to there. Then this would take me to like here. Or here. Neither of which helps. Because again, the shielding rules. Which means we got butt kiss. Okay, that thing. Yeah, that thing's the night move. I could get a night move out of something like this. Yeah. That doesn't look very helpful. What about here? Yeah, yuck. Yeah, this works. I move here. It gives me the knight move. This takes me here. I go here. And I seize the red planet. Oh my god. It is just crazy at this point. Right? And then this thing moves and flips this over. And that looks like a whole new galaxy. That's a vortex. Changing the orientation of any one tile on the grid and end the phase. If you choose to rotate an unexplored tile, you do so without revealing it. Okay. And I have no idea how you would cope with that, like how you would remember it's facing while it's facing upside down and whatnot. There aren't a lot of tiles that you want to rotate. These guys and stuff, and the diagonals. Okay, that was blue. Red. Red would love to get that. Like I have multiple attacks on this thing. Where did that thing's there, the other one's over here, and blue's sitting on it, defending it. Wow, what a deck. And green's defending this one. Alright, we'll just take home this and end up with our 7 points. And then this can go for either, I don't care. Hey, look, another one of these. It's like a fish moving around. This is green. Green's on a vortex. Blue. Do you never fucking learn? Do you just not learn? Okay. We're in a pathological situation because both of these are sitting there. And they will just keep wiping each other out. They'll keep grabbing the vortex. So I think we can call the game here because this will destroy the space that's in eventually. But it may allow for something else. So I kind of want to step away, take the camera away, and just run through the rest of the turns. Meanwhile, this flips up. Now, you know, I'm not going to give it up, right? It's 3 more points. That gets me 6. That gets me 3rd place. Other people have a shot at getting it, though, don't they? I'm going to step away, and I will play some, and if something really odd happens, I'll come back and talk about it. But otherwise, I think this is going to end up killing that space, most likely. Most likely. Because control of this thing is, it'll move 1 towards the closest uncleansed space. It cleanses the tile by turning it face down, removing from the game any glinium or explorers on it. Explorers may not enter cleansed tiles, and columns containing such tiles may no longer be folded. And they're going to start blocking, so firing, shooting pieces becomes possible. Here's the thing, though. It's possible that something may allow yellow to blow this up. Grab this, and steal the glirium. I don't think that's going to happen, but it's going to take a while for all of this to play out. Green just went. I'll go to yellow. So we're back on blue's turn. They can steal this back again. If they don't, they lose it, okay? And they lose position to this guy and end up in last place. It's that simple. But the Guardian has been moving around destroying stuff, and you got to be kind of careful. Like, people don't want to destroy this necessarily because that would then give green the take. Now, right now, 2, 4, 6, 7. 2, 4, 7. Giving green that take would actually tie red for first. So maybe they actually did want to. That may be the best that they can do. I don't think they're going to be able to take it. On blue's turn, though, they certainly don't want this thing coming any closer, but they also have to worry about cutting off their base. If their mothership gets cut off, then yellow can steal it. And that doesn't necessarily do much. Green's in a stronger position. This needs to be destroyed to take the game away from green. Now, yellow wants green to get this more than anyone else. So that's kind of intriguing. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why yellow's pointing it there. People are making the wrong moves with the Guardian, as far as I can tell, in terms of judgment as I start to look at it. I'm going to leave things as it is, but I think blue has to bop this. Red making the decision that they're going to play for the tie, although they might have been able to do something more, because they could have shifted this. I was kind of positioning myself for that. But I decided a tie for first is good enough. Put a piece here. It goes to green's turn. Green grabs this to here. And now it's not over yet. But then they move this here. There goes the blue rocket. And this is gone. So that's one problem down. And this is still not attackable. Yellow moves up here, which doesn't do shit. It's fine. We're not able to move any of these. But this column can move. And columns up here can move. So it's kind of interesting that way. But I move up here just because I must move. And now I'm allowed to move this thing. And I'll put it here. This is kind of interesting because we can wipe out green as well, which blue probably wants to do. They don't have anything that's going to allow them to switch. Now they could shift this column, but that doesn't help me. So I think blue just is going to take their turn doing whatever. I don't want to grab that ship because then that gives that to yellow, but it actually doesn't matter. So yeah, I'll grab another spaceship and I'll destroy this. And now everything's been collected. Nothing matters anymore. And our points are 7, 7, 5, 3. So basically what red decided, well, what red and yellow decided between them was killing green's opportunity to come in third place if they're tied for first and force blue into fourth didn't really make sense because they have more points against blue. Like they're 2 points ahead of blue, they'd only be 1 point ahead of green. So might as well destroy green too, right? It's just sort of like, you know, as you balance things out. So, yeah, that was interesting. That was interesting. I definitely feel like there's a lot more thought and planning and everything that can go into this than I was putting into it. I was playing very opportunistically, but I also think that it might be stretching the limits of how much at least this poor little brain can figure out with this kind of geometric, you know, mobile puzzle. But I actually think it's a cool game. Let me do a quick test. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Let me tighten the board up and see what I can do. So I don't have all the pieces, you know, on the board, but this is what it would be like. And if you didn't slide everything out of the way the instructions tell you, it's going to be a tough play to get everything aligned just so perfectly that you can slide them. And, you know, if it was just keeping things in one order or the other, that would be fine. But I think the board is going to get, pieces are going to get aligned in a way that's going to cause a problem very, very easily. And you're not going to be able to just, slide a single column in any reasonable fashion. Some different kind of pieces might have worked. I don't know what. I've got this idea of these slick things with the ability to trigger or whatever. I don't know. I'm looking at the box here, and it's kind of interesting. Oh no, I thought there was exact space for this little stupid card, which is this completely random thing. But yeah, they've got a piece that's exactly cut properly for this. I don't know, you can put these here, I guess. The card feels really weird because it's like an afterthought to the game. Going to use the same video for the review because I don't have a hell of a lot to say. All right, Sector 41. You know what? This was a pretty pleasant little surprise. I've had this for a long time, about since I started videoing, really, within the first year or two. And I really kind of think it works pretty damn well. I wish I had tried it with my wife. Among other things, I'm not sure how well it would work in 2 players. I get kind of the feeling that, so the end game has a sort of pathological feel to it, where you might have people moving, a piece back and forth and whatnot. I guess you could make an argument that somebody is going to get screwed by the Guardian one way or another, and no matter what. So I guess it would work out. It might be less pleasant than the decision making that happened at the end of this. It gives you a lot of neat little puzzles. It's just this. There's room for a tremendous amount of strategy if you want to put it in for that. But there's also room to just kind of play it for kicks, I think. I mean, I certainly did. I don't think you'd want to mix the two. Somebody who's there studying the board and figuring everything out and spending, 4 or 5 hours on the game, essentially turning it into a nightmare, would be horrible. But I think there's a fair amount of room to make certain kinds of decisions on it. I like the exploration factor of it. I like, it seems pretty fast paced. I would put a time limit if somebody was actually thinking too hard on it. The game does have a couple of burdens. Primarily, I would say one of it's the mechanical aspect. When you have the tableau laid out, when you do the space folding, I just don't think there's any way to do that that's going to be pleasant and easy. Mainly because it can go in all 4 directions. I do think the game probably shines the best in 4. I think 3 players would be very problematic. I don't, it says on the box 2 to 4, but it feels like it would go really, really weird in 3 players. They don't say anything about it, but except that in a 2-player game, the players must be on opposite edges of the grid. Yeah. Which actually wouldn't matter. I think it would be kind of interesting with it not. I think it would be more interesting in 2 players with them on different on adjacent sides than the 3-player game would be, because 1 player is going to be uncontested in that way, although the other players might be able to make up for that in some form or another. Components themselves are okay. The only thing I had as an issue was, like I said, there was some stickiness when I took these out of the plastic. I mean, they were wrapped in the plastic. There was some stickiness between the counters. I don't know if that's because it was in the box for so long, or if that was just something. I suspect it's more likely that it was something to do with the printing, that the ink wasn't completely dry or something when they were packaged, and it did damage one of the counters, and that's actually a big deal. The little plastic pieces are fine. Everything's fine. This is a little invisible. Maybe if it was a paler color, it would be more helpful. The rules are one of the things that daunted me about this game. In and of themselves, they're not that complex, but it's a really tight, sheet, and it came in 4 sheets, and I didn't know what the hell was going on, and then there's an optional and everything. That presentation of so much text kind of jammed together and everything, that really, I looked at it and I'm like, I don't want to read this. It just looks too annoying. It's first of all, it's all across one page. I don't like things like that. I like my columns and stuff. And I also like a lot of white space and a lot of... So it just, it was like, And I've never heard anything good about it. But it's actually kind of a clever and cute little game. The other major burden, beyond the physical burden of moving the tableau around, is the mnemonic burden of being able to remember all these pictures or, assess them properly. Being able to understand the board state requires that you be able to understand all of those, and that can be kind of a heavy problem, to tell you the truth. But yeah, I mean, overall, pretty good for free. This is a game I would, they say here best with 2 or 4. But again, I'm not sure how I feel about a 4-player game. They also say ages 12 or up. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, certainly someone under 12 could play this. But what I'm saying is there's an expectation when you say ages 12 and up, and it's kind of like, a smart 6-year-old can probably play it. And that's probably the case here. They may not do well, but, a smart 6-year-old can play chess, right? So it's the same kind of thing. I think there's a lot of room for cleverness, for dicking people over, for surprise randomness coming up. There's definitely a fair amount of luck. The yellow player had a great starting position in terms of how things showed up. But there's this variance to the game, and you have a capability to influence whatever's going on. So you're not necessarily you're not in a position where you're just automatically screwed. At least in 4. In 2, one player could get lucky, the other not, and it's going to be a really hard job for the other player, for the person in the worst position to turn that around, I think. Of course, they could get very lucky at the end. All the points are back. Well, the biggest points are loaded at the end of the game. But it's not a humongous amount. It's not like the beginning didn't matter. The person who won did it all on yellows, so, they got their lucky start, but didn't get the capability to reach the final point goals. So, I like the way the Guardian works, destroying stuff at the end. Does it stay a little too long? Maybe. It may be a little longer than I'd like it to be for what it is, but there's something really clever about it and cute. And yeah, I mean, it's definitely a game I would say, if you have an opportunity to pick it up or something for cheap, I mean, it's so hard to judge, right? It's a cute, clever game that takes an hour and a half. There are tons of those. How many do you have? How many do you need? Right? But this is one that I absolutely like. If I was still gaming down at the shop or whatever, I would have no problem playing this there. I think I think it would be a pretty good, light game when we weren't able to play the big stuff as easily. So yeah, it was cool. It was a cool freebie when it came down to it. Cheers.